Hey guys, in this video we're going to talk about combining PDFs. So say for example I have 3 different receipts, or in this case 3 different tests that I want to combine into one PDF. I can do that after watching this video. So the reason for consolidation is just for organization and then ease of reading documents. It's much easier, especially if you're looking at receipts, to look at them all in one PDF instead of having to open up each individual one. So this is going to be an important skill for us to learn how to do. So first we're going to open them in preview mode. And then I'm going to make them smaller just so it's easier for me to navigate them and you to see. Up at my top where it says preview, I'm going to click on view and then put thumbnails so you can see the thumbnails on the side. And I'm going to do that for each one. I'm going to make it smaller so it's easier to view. Go up to my top bar, hit view, thumbnails. And then same for the last one. I'm just going to make it smaller. So I have my thumbnails here. So I can see all of my documents at the same time. Next thing I'm going to do is decide which document I want to be the host document. Usually this is maybe a way to decide the receipt that you want to be the very first one that you want people to see first. So in this case, I'm going to have test 1 be my first one. And then I'm going to go ahead to test 2 and click on my thumbnail, hold down and drag it into the test 1. Next, I'll go to test 3, click on my thumbnail, hold down, drag it into test 1 as well. Then I'm going to make this bigger just so we can see what it looks like. On the side, you can see I have my test 1, my test 2, and my test 3 now in all the same document. Say, for example, I changed my mind. I don't really want test 1 to be at the top. I want test 3 to be at the top and go 3, 2, 1 instead. I can click on it and drag it to the top. So now my test 3 is at the top. Now let's say I want it to be 3, 2, 1, drag again. So I have 3 at the top, then 2 in the middle, then 1 at the bottom. So that's how you combine PDFs. And then now if you look, my title is still test 1. I don't want it to be test 1 anymore because it's not just test 1. It's test 1, 2, and 3. So I'm going to name this test 1, 2, 3. And then hit enter. So it is saved on my desktop. There it is. Now keep in mind that now that I have this as test 1, 2, and 3, my test 1 doesn't exist by itself anymore. So say for example, you want to have them in a combined PDF, but then you also want to save the originals. Before you do any of this, you need to go through and duplicate your files. That way, if I have renamed this test 1, 2, 3, I would still have test 1 here on the side for me to view if needed. You may not need to do that. You may not need to use that feature, but just in case you want to have all of your pictures individually and then combined, make sure you make those copies before you start saving or adding your files together. And that is all.